Welcome back. We're back in Australia. As you can see, we've got the windmill, a little dam, the boss with me, and we've got a line in already. The plan is today, there is no plan really, but what we're going to do, we're just going to do a bit of dam hopping, creek hopping, until we find somewhere good. If we find somewhere that we're getting a few bites on the line, what I think we're going to do is we're going to throw a trap in, keep moving, head out the road, and we might check the traps on the way back. Sounds like a bit of a plan. See how we go.
Sweet. Good
morning, boss. How are we today? How was your trip to the Philippines, boss?
It was great to see my family.
Yeah, it was a good trip. If you didn't watch the Philippines videos, which probably most of you didn't because I haven't got many views, go back and give them a watch. Well worth watching, something interesting and a little bit different. Anyway, we'll give this line 10 minutes. If we don't get anything, we'll keep moving. Just looking on top of the water, it looks like there could be a lot of fish, or I don't know whether it might be tadpoles or something coming up to the surface. Could be those little pesky black bugs too. And it actually looks particularly dry considering we've had considerable amount of rain lately. This dam here obviously doesn't have a lot of overflow. This dam here, I've got the boss there with the line as you've seen, but I think whether we get a yabbie or not. Oh, she's got one already. I literally only just threw that out. I was going to say whether we get one or not, I think I'm going to throw 2 traps into this dam just because it's somewhere that I've always been going to come back to and never quite got here for probably 3 years now, I guess. If you go back, I don't even know which video it's in. It's in one or two of the videos that we have been here a couple of times briefly. But the wind's always blowing up. It must be just a little wind corridor through here or something. You need the net. Ooh, she's got one straight up. That's a bit encouraging. We may even be stopping here. I'll grab the net for her and I'm going to rig a couple of traps up. We'll definitely get 2 or 3 traps into this big place. And I've got a bit more of a story to tell about it, but I'll get the net for her first. That line has literally been in for not even 30 seconds.
Green net, I don't know how to catch with this.
Oh, you'll be right, you'll work it out. I do have the big black net there. I might get it for her because she's not really used to that little green net and she blames it on the net.
It's long, it's too slow.
Nothing even on it.
Yeah, it was slow.
It wouldn't let it go. It could have been a little spangled perch having to go at a line. Because I know one thing for sure, there's a lot of spangled perch in this particular dam. But we have got some really big yabbies here as well. Not a lot, like I said, we've only been here briefly, but they are here. She's been getting a few bites on that line already, but I think it's spangled perch because they're not holding on to it, sort of hitting it like a fish. And like I said, I've got a bit of a story to tell about this place. We had a drover camped here probably about 2 years ago now, and he told me to come here fishing because really early in the morning, he said there must be some huge fish in here. He said you could hear them coming up and swirling on the surface. And this place here, even through the middle of the drought, I've never seen it dry. I've never even seen it look like drying up. And I actually think it might be an old gravel pit because the sides of the banks, there's a lot of dirt coming out of here. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if it's been stocked in the past. It is a flood prone area. The river's not too far away. It would have got flooded. And yellow belly would have got in here and almost certainly carp. I really think I'm going to have to come out here daylight one morning, probably in the not too far future, with some worms, maybe try and get hold of some shrimp and have a good go here fishing. I know the place is riddled with spanglies because we've got them in the traps here before. So what I think I'll do, I'll just leave that line out while I'm getting the traps in. I won't show, I'll just spread 3 traps along this bank, and if we haven't got anything on the rod by then, we're going to keep moving. And I better give you a look so you don't ask. I probably should just leave it so I'll get extra comments, but just a bit good old bullock liver. And it's extra juicy. You can see the pelican sitting on the bank. Well, this little creek here is actually looking pretty bloody good. There's definitely going to be a couple of traps going out here, whether we get anything on the line or not. And I think we'll persevere with the line here for a little while and just give it a good chance, because I've got some really good yabbies out of this creek in the past. And that was almost bloody instant this time, and I'm pretty sure it is a yabbie. I literally was just walking over to grab the traps and she said, get the net. She thought it was gone, but then it flicked.
Wow.
Mustn't be real big. Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a good start. Within 30 seconds. I've got our traps rigged up, another 2 pyramid nets. And I'm just looking. I really wanted to get them both around this tree, but the water level's a bit high. Normally you can walk out to that tree. I think what I'll do is I'll put one just on the other side and sort of try and throw it back in front of the tree. I don't want to get too close in here because I know there's a lot of tree roots, and the same here. I think we'll leave this little area here for a line. I think we're going to have to get another one. I'm thinking up here. Yeah, I think we'll get one out here. And if we hang around, I'll check them a bit more often. I normally like leaving them 45 minutes an hour. I think I'll just leave them half an hour and actually move them around a little bit today. She's on again. She reckons it's a monster.
No, I said small yabbie.
She said small yabbie.
See?
I'm standing in a light.
That's fish too.
A fish too?
No, a fish.
Oh, you reckon it's fish?
Yeah, I'll put it back.
I don't know, it looks pretty straight to me. Looks like there's a bit of weight on there.
You sure?
Lift it up. A little yabbie. What is it?
I don't know.
What is it? Yes! Oh, that's not a bad size yabbie. That's a decent size yabbie.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's small to me.
Oh, it's a small one for you. It's a decent size yabbie to most people. It's not a monster by any means, but it's not a small yabbie. It's definitely an eating size. Come on, you little bugger. God, he's a bitey little thing. Ah, definitely not a tiny yabbie. Good little eating size.
It's small.
You reckon it's small? She's after the monsters today.
Yeah.
God, that bloody wind. You wouldn't believe it. We were just talking yesterday. We had to go and do a bit of a road trip, probably about 3 hours. Got out at a few spots here and there. Not a breath of wind. It was absolutely bloody beautiful. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
She actually mentioned, she said, oh geez, it's an absolutely beautiful day today. And we're planning on coming out and doing a video today. We put today aside. Boss had a day off. I've got a day free. I said, you watch tomorrow. That wind's going to blow up from daylight. Bloody. We'll go for a bit of a wander down here and I'll give you a bit of a gander of what I've done. So first thing, we've got a trap out here and I've sat it out sort of just out away from this tree enough to, I reckon, will be away from all the roots and stuff, but close enough that they should be able to smell it and come out. What else we got along here? The other trap's further back. I've got a rod here with a line on it. Doesn't appear to be doing too much at the moment. We're going to come a bit further along, and I think what I'm going to do is set another 2 lines. If I can get a line in here somewhere, I reckon I'll just put one here, which won't be this one, because I was just eyeing off a little spot down here that looked good from back there, but it's probably not going to be the best now that I'm down here. It looked like that little tree from back there was going to be a little bit easier to get to. We'll keep going up. I think this little creek here, I think what I'm going to have to do is bring those hoop nets back here. This is going to be the perfect spot to be running those hoop nets that Luke sent me. And I haven't used them much because, well, we've been busy. We've been away and doing a lot of other things. But these banks here are almost made for them. So I think I may come back here in the next few weeks before it gets too dry again and give them a good run, because I reckon they'll be absolutely perfect for this particular spot. We better come down and check this one. Don't want to go, oh, definitely got one here. 100%. And he feels something, he feels sort of decent too. It's not going to be the easiest bank. Look where he's bring me. Right up into the bank. Like literally right into the bank. Oh, and he's a nice one too. Hopefully I've got that. Oh, look at the size of him. He's a monster, you beauty. Look at that. Oh, look at the nipper on him. I'll get that line back out. And he had me right there. So what I might even do, you got one. She said she's got one. I think she's not going to be happy. Look at him. I don't know, she sounds pretty confident. She's looking at me smiling, saying which one's bigger. I reckon I'm in for a fair chance. What do you got there?
I know it's not going up.
Oh, I reckon I might have got you.
Oh, you beat me.
I reckon I might have got it by a mile. Check that out. Hey? I reckon I've doubled it. And they're starting to get a few in there now. I think she's got 3 or 4 half decent yabbies. One nice one. Where's his mate gone? He's going in the bucket. I'll get a bit of grass in that bucket now. Well, you got another 2?
Yeah.
2 small ones. That's all right. There's a few big ones in amongst them.
Huh?
Here's a look.
Baby ones.
Jeez, I don't even know whether I might keep that little tiny one for a bait. I think I will. I'm going to keep this bucket here separate. That one there is just too big for bait and too small to eat, so he can go back. Just put him back in the water. Any that you get that are really small like that, bait? Yeah, we'll put in this white bucket. Okay. And we might even go and throw a line in down at the river one day. Oh yeah, baby. I don't know whether he's tangled up or there's a lot of weight on that. There's a lot of weight on it. It's coming up. Coming up. Another big one. Oh no, there's a stick there. Or is he caught up? Come on. God, how deep is it? I'm running out of arm. He must have been tangled around a stick because he felt a lot bigger than that. And he stole me a little bit of liver that I had on there as a little morsel. I had that little bit of liver on there as a little bit of a morsel because my meat was getting a bit old, so I cut a little bit of liver off. And check him out, he's not giving it up. He stole it off the line. Little bugger. Well, that was a bit disgusting. I just tried in something soft. and there's no mud around here. Well, that was a bit of a stuff up. I just realised I just got two fairly big, decent sized yabbies on one line. Recorded the whole thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. Instead of hit record, I hit off. So you completely missed out on that one, and it was a bloody cracker of a line too. Oh, spewing. I didn't realise till I tipped them in the bucket, went to turn it off, and it turned on. Idiot. And it was at this point that I turned the camera off last time, like a clown. This little string line here, just meat on a string, is the one we got the big monster off. And then I've just come down here and there was another two big ones, which is missed out on because I hit the camera off and not on. So I'm going to keep a good eye on it. And there's something decent on here again. Doesn't feel massive, but I threw it out there. He's brung me way into the bank. He's only a little fella. Little bugger. And it was funny because when I got the big one, the monster, I threw it out here and he brung me right up into the bank. So I thought, bugger it, I'll just drop it straight down. I just dropped it straight down there. And the two big fellas took me out there. So I threw it back out there, and then that one just brought me way back in. So I think it doesn't really matter. I'll just keep moving it around. Just put it straight out in the middle there for now.
I can actually say that I caught the big one.
Why?
You didn't film it.
Oh, why did you get another big one?
No. What I was saying was your catch.
Oh, I filmed the big one, the monster one,
Yeah.
the biggest. But the two that I got together, yeah, I didn't film.
I got that one. That was mine.
She's going to claim it because I didn't film it. Got no proof.
I'll check your other one.
I did have a yabbie in that net. He's escaped. Where are you? Oh, here he is. You're heading the wrong way, mate. I don't know where you're going. He's going bush. Creek's this way. He's a bit small. We're starting to get a few big ones now. What is it? It is a male. We'll let him get a bit bigger. I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk. I've never actually been around this little bend here to have a look to see how far it actually goes. I know it is a little bit high at the moment, but it's still going. I'll tell you what, that's almost made for it. There's a beautiful little gum tree here, throwing off some beautiful shade. We may even have to drive down here, I think, and have a go in the shade because it's starting to get a bit warm in the sun. And that still goes around there as far as I can see. I'm not going to walk any further right at this very moment, because this is a nice looking little bank. I might even bring my rod down here and have a bit of a crack. I've been up and grabbed the bucket. Actually, Eileen's been up and grabbed the bucket. I think we may even keep moving down to that gum tree, but that red line's going off again. You watch, she's been catching heaps of little ones. If I catch a monster while she's gone, she's going to be spewing because she's been running these lines. Oh, feels like something a bit bigger than what you've been catching. Yes! She's going to be spewing.
Where?
Look at that.
That's my net.
She's been running these lines trying to outdo me. And look at the poor old bait. It's copped a flogging.
For a minute.
He's got a bit of weight to him, this one. Oh, yes. I might just leave the boss there, running those couple of lines. I'll get my rod and I'll double back under that tree, under that gum tree where the shade is. And if I start getting a few there, I think we may have to move down It's literally probably about 8:30, or not even 8:30. It wouldn't even be 8:30, it'd be 1/4 past. Why? She's got 2 small ones. Throw them in the bucket. Yeah, because all the small ones will be yours when we go to cook them. God, that bait there is looking a bit flogged too. And I did say I was going to check those traps every half an hour, didn't I? I didn't bring the bucket with me. Should I bring the bucket? Check them and move them? I think I might just do that. Why not? Trap number 1, and depending on how we go as to whether I'm going to throw it back there or not, and I don't think I will, because we've got one there, be borderline. He is a male. I think he can go in the eating bucket, and these other 2 just a little bit too small. And I think we won't go very far out, just far enough. That's heaps deep enough. That's perfect. Hopefully this trap's done a bit better than that last one. Oh yes it has. Oh yes it has for sure. Look at that. I think we hit the sweet spot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fairly decent sized yabbies. They're all reasonably even size, like that. So I don't think we're going to move this trap too far. I think it can just stay where it is. It was out here. I might even just move it. We might even just go along the creek there a little bit. Probably 5 or 10 metres. I think we're going to keep all them except for this one. If he comes out without a hassle, and it is a male, it's a little bit soft. So just for good luck, we'll put one back. But the rest of them, nice dark, hard yabbies, no eggs. He's got a big broad tail on him, that fella. Look at this. Oh, escapade. Oh, she's got one. We're moving down into the shade. I've just gone and got the ute. Just as I was pulling in here, she's got a yabbie, so there's yabbies down this end. Hopefully there's some big fellas. Not that we really need them now. I think we'd probably have to have 20, probably over 20 decent sized yabbies in there. Only one really big one, but a lot of good size. Once they sort of get the tails on them about that long, they're well and truly worth cooking. And she's on to another one, and they're getting smaller. She just got a massive one, and I bloody turned the camera off again.
Did you actually? Oh, Joshua.
So I missed the whole thing. I thought I turned the camera on and turned it off. I'm confusing myself because I normally have beep set so I know when it's on or off, and I turned them off when we're on the plane. I've just turned them back on because now on this trip I've turned the camera off on the best 2 catches. Bloody idiot. Anyway, we should be right now. He's all right. We'll keep that one. She's been steadily catching yabbies pretty well one after the other, but not much of any great size apart from that one that's probably the best of the day that I didn't get. He's definitely big enough to go in the bucket. Yeah, so I've got a heap of footage of us just wandering around, just me wandering around, basically doing nothing, being a nuisance. and no footage of actually catching the yabbies. Because I thought I turned it on when I turned it off, and turned it off when I turned it on. Bloody goose. I will keep these little bait yabbies. Maybe big, small enough for a cod bait. What do we got? One more rod here. Have we got anything on it? Oh, it might be. I'll keep going. I'll just hold these two in my hands.
Oh, that's heavy.
Oh, she's got a heavy one.
It's a snag.
And I'm almost out of batteries. I'm down to 5%.
Oh, Joshua, it's heavy.
Is it going to last? I know what'll happen. It's going to cut out right at the very moment she catches it. Going by today's record. Oh yes! I actually filmed the big one. I've definitely got the camera turned on now, and he is a bloody nice one. Check that out. Just keep an eye on him, because I've got my hands full. I've got the camera in one hand and a couple of little bait yabbies in the other. And I'm running out of batteries quickly, down to 2%. Almost knew what was going to happen then. I was going to run out of batteries. After misfilming all those other good catches, she comes through in the end with a nice big dark fella. Check that out. I reckon those traps are probably going to do alright. It's been another half an hour. Probably not even quite half an hour, probably 20 minutes, I guess. But I'm running out of batteries quick, so I reckon we might even just go and check those couple of traps. It would have been probably 2 hours since we set the other ones, so I reckon we'll go and check those. We've definitely got enough there for a feed. I don't know where we're going to go from here, but you guys are going to find out in about 2 seconds. She's still going. What is it, a baity?
No, a Blueclaw.
Oh, what'd you miss him? Yeah. Big one?
Just on the bank.
Oh no. We may have to stay for just a little bit longer. We'll put that line back where she just missed that one. She said it had a big Blueclaw, so it'd be worth sticking around just for another minute, I reckon. Oh, she's missed it.
She did.
She actually got it. I don't think it's the big one she just missed earlier.
No, it's not.
But it's eating size. He's going in the bucket. I'll do a deal with it. If it's a male we're keeping, if it's a female it's going back. And it's impossible to tell because it's covered in dirt. I better give it a good chance. We'll wash it off. What are ya? Oh, that little bugger's just grabbed hold of that bit of grass. What are ya? You're a male. And he's just flicked crap all over the camera. She's got a big one.
No, small one.
Oh.
Why did you say ah?
Because I was hoping for a big one.
Yeah, they're two small ones.
Oh, she's got a whole bunch of them on there.
Just two.
There's one eating and one bait. We'll keep both of those. I'll just check that smallish one.
It's a big one.
If that one there's a female, it can go back. Just keep an eye on it. And you know what happened? I'd literally just cleaned that lens off. I changed the battery, got a little bloody alcohol wipe thing, give it a really good clean, and it's covered in, literally covered in crap. Look out.
Hit it in the head.
You nearly just trod on that one.
Where?
we got
Look, it looks feisty too.
We got yabbies going everywhere. What do we got? Another male.
Looks feisty.
It is feisty. And another male. So, guess what, boys? We're going in the pot. We're going to start off with this one that I didn't get much out of last time. And about the same. Oh, there's some nice little bait size ones in there.
Not 3 baits.
They are perfect little bait size. 3 of them. And one that's borderline. I think we'll check it. It's a male, so it's going to come with us. And 3 perfect little baits. That one there, that I'll get him out and we'll have a look at him. That is the absolute prime bait. When you're chasing bait, yabbies, that's what you want. Just a perfect little morsel. Absolutely perfect. He's coming with us, definitely. And if you watch this far and you haven't already hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're doing, but you better hit it now. Don't even hit it, just smash it right now. And while you're going, after the video, head over to TeamTibbett.com. Don't go to any other website. We did have a fella message us and he bought some shirts from a different website that had our name on it, and he didn't actually receive the shirts. He did get his money back in the end, but he got on to us and had his shirts within probably 4 days. So TeamTibbett.com, head over, buy a shirt for yourself, buy one for mum, one for dad, one for each of the kids. Just count how many cousins you got and buy one for them as well. Grandpa, grandma wants one. Head over. It literally helps us out a lot. Pays for a bit of fuel and helps us get out to the spots where the big yabbies are. So what are you doing? Heading over to TeamTibbett.com, get yourself a shirt. The more shirts we sell, the more other stuff we can get later on, but we need to sell a few of these shirts because they cost me a bloody fortune. I've got boxes of them at home that need to be sold before I can buy anything else. So better get this trap in. Oh, Nelly went for a trip. And this is the trap that I done all right out of just a minute ago, or half an hour ago, but it was up there a little bit. I was going to move it further that way, but I decided not to. Oh. I was going to say it sounded like heaps in there. I probably should have just left it where it was because 2 mediocre yabbies. And guess what? I'm not even going to check them. They're going back in the drink. We've made our way all the way back to the big dam and we're going to see how it goes. Right now, I have a feeling this particular trap's going to be the best one, so it's going to be the test. And
all fish.
Heap of fish. And that's what I suspected. Nothing even of any decent size. We'll let them go. Throw for another day. If I got some big ones in there, it'd give me a little bit of encouragement to come and throw a line in. But from what I remember, all the ones that we did get out of here were small like that. We've got the pelican standing by. I've done the unthinkable. I've put the other rod out with a worm on it. I know it's going to happen. I'm going to have a carp within a couple of minutes, I reckon. I probably should check the bait on that Yabbie rod because it's been awfully quiet. I threw it out when we first got here, which was probably half hour ago now, I guess. And it hasn't had a touch, but I've got a feeling it may have had a touch and we just didn't notice, so I'll check it in a minute. But what do you reckon, pelican? All right?
Look at the big ones on his side.
That's my yabbies.
Look at mine.
This is her yabbies. I don't know how that made it in there. It's like a bait. I don't mind them little ones. I reckon the little ones are actually probably better than the big ones.
The baby one.
Those little ones, they're nice and tender, but they're just a bit of a bugger to, you got to peel 1 million of them to get a feed. Oh, just got a bite. Guess we better have a go. We know they're going to be good. Bit of all-purpose seasoning. Nice smoking hot skillet. Sitting down by the riverbank, and that sun has just gone down perfectly. It's sitting behind that tree there, which has given us shade. We're sitting in the shade. Got some nice running rapids. Opens up into a massive big hole that runs all the way back down there. Cockatoos littered the trees everywhere, all flying around. There was a kookaburra going off earlier. You can see there's a flock of cockatoos down in here. You probably can't see them on camera actually, but you can see them pretty clearly with the naked eye. Absolute perfect little spot. Oops, there goes our water bottle. Ooh, baby. Snacking on yabbies. Having a nice cold beverage. Well, I can confirm one thing, the fish are definitely not biting. We didn't even lose a worm. And we've probably been here for a good hour. Had a nice relaxing sit down by the river. Had a nice snack on some yabbies. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Catch you on the next one.